So
just because I mean, you have a better chance. I mean, what makes you think you have a better chance of just people filling out a free consultation form versus filling out the questions first and then get, you know what I mean? Does it make any sense? Like, what's your theory behind that?
sorry, I didn't get you the last part.
What's your theory behind that?
So my theories, that's what did the same thing I said, right? The basic thing is as soon as I see like 3-4 questions over there, I kind of think about whether to fill it or not to fill it, because I just given my email and name already, right? So
No, but that's a big commitment though to make the consultation. But you think it's a little bit more of a commitment than filling out simple questions about what you want your website to be?
makes sense.
But once they consult with us, they're really going for it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
What makes you think? You know, what makes you think? Don't you think that we need to get them their juices going and get them like excited about it, and then they'd want to book with us more?
Makes sense, dude. Makes sense.
You know what I mean? If someone's going on our website, they're obviously curious. They want something, right? So it's always in their mind, but a lot of people just back out, you know, or like they don't have time, or you know what I mean? What we need to do is we need to convince them with these questions that they can do it, and we need to do it like in a clever way. We're basically motivating them to do it, to go for it. But we also have to know our target audience. Are we going to be doing just regular websites for just average Joes? I mean, are we going to be targeting towards companies? Like, what are we going to be doing?
Yeah, I think we're a B2B company because the company.
Well, they're not for these questions are for like the average person that goes on the website. You know what I mean?
But even companies can answer these questions, right?
I mean, like companies are gonna have to probably consult with like the CEO and like the co-founder, you know what I mean, and other people besides they can. I mean, maybe. I mean, I don't know, dude. I just don't. I feel like if we were like pretty much okay. What does Dog Studio do? Let's take examples from people who have been in the business and do it the best. How about that? That probably makes most sense, right?
All right, gang. So I want to move on now and talk about.
Yep.
What are they? Yeah. What is not or pick a site or like a somewhere you like that you look up to that. What do they do? You know?
Okay.
I bet they don't have a questionnaire. I bet theirs is just like this. Because when I went to go get them to work for us or whatever, they were so booked back they didn't answer me.
If you want to make. Okay, so they have 4 locations in Chicago.
See how exclusive it is? No, I mean, like, how do you book them? Like, do you have to email them? Probably
Yeah, I think you'll have to email them. So what happens is if I hit this email icon, it opens my mail.
It's because they have 1,000 inquiries a day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like they don't have enough people to fulfill everyone's all the jobs.
Makes sense.
Which looks more exclusive. What did that one guy say about how he ended up charging $150? People wanted to go to him more. We need to act like we're like hot shit. Does that make any sense?
Makes sense. But then if that's the case, should we brand ourselves as like free consultation thing? Should we do that?
No, I don't think we should say free or anything like that. I don't think we should use, even though it's going to be free, we shouldn't promote it in our stuff.
Okay. So
obviously it's going to be a free consultation. I mean, I don't know any web development company that doesn't have a free consultation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's going to be assumed that it's free. And if a company is going to be spending the amount of money that they want us to, we need to prone ourselves on a graphic. The amount of money that we can make in graphics is so much more than the amount of money we can make just doing regular websites. Does it make any sense?
That makes sense.
So I want to make.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
So also I wanted to tell this, did I seriously wanted to tell this, like I think we have finally fixed towards the graphics path, but I think if we are going that way, we need at least another guy probably, because you know it, right? The work is getting delayed with just one guy working on all sorts of graphics.
What? It's because Sean decided to do something new.
Sorry?
You mean Sean? You mean another 3D modeler?
No. What I mean is, see, so we just have one guy who's doing most of the graphic stuff which we have right now. So don't you
Who?
think we need Sean? So don't you think we need another guy who
Sean is
collaborates
going.
with Sean?
Sean didn't even work the first week. Remember, on our project, he had plenty of time. You know what I mean? That's my point. So I'm just trying to be honest with you. Like, we don't need two people. I don't think. Like, there's no way we need two people because one, what has shown us that we need two people besides the fact that the shit's not beginning. Do you really think he's really going home every single day and working as all night or on the? It's a new thing for him. He's just learning it. You know what I mean? Like, that has nothing to do with like if we're gonna be able to handle. Like, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I don't see what has made you think that we need another 3D person.
So what made me think was, for
Is he's learning?
example, there's this one dude who comes up and gives a random commercial to us. So if it is kind of a big job, then it'll be just Sean working on it, right? So what if there's another guy and the work is split apart into two? So that's
That was
going to reduce the
exactly-
time also.
Okay, but honestly, if we could find someone to do the composition, then that would cut down his time in half. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Which that's what Ashwin was supposed to do. Ashwin was supposed to do the composition. Remember?
Ashwin.
Yeah, I said to Ashwin, I said when you're not, I said
No, I
whenever.
thought Tom was going to do the composition.
I don't want Tom to work for us. I don't want him to work for us.
Yeah.
Maybe you should record this. I don't know. I'm just saying this shouldn't be posted. That's for facts. But I'm just we
Do
can cut
you
out.
want me to stop recording?
Yeah, can you stop real quick, please?
Yes.
Just pause it. Pause it. Just pause it. In this, please.
Yeah. So the hero section, the basic idea for this was completely simple but still trying to just put the spotlight on what we are trying to do and who we are, and that is this sentence. And this is just a small one-liner that tells us what we do. So that's your hero section. But as you come to the next section, the second section, the white part of it is just going to fade out and the dark mode is going to fade in. So it's not going to be a abrupt change, but it's going to be a gradual change. And you come to this part. So this is where this is going to look completely like a barren wood or something. So we are Team Madam T, and it's a small description about this. Alex, what do you think about the words over here?
What's it say? Let me see.
Yeah, we believe in the revolution of the digital era. And
Oh my god, I love your words. I love your words. I think it's poetry. I love that. I love it. Everything you write, like there's literally nothing that you write that I don't like love, you know?
Thanks.
That's what even got us here today was your words. Like that's what made me like you so much was how you the way you spoke and stuff, you know? You're really polite too. Okay, go ahead, keep going.
Yep. So this is going to be completely barren over here. But as you start scrolling the leaves over here, the coral stuff over there, it's going to start blooming. So it's going to be something that symbolizes growth. So as you scroll, this is going to just bloom. And, you know, we just constantly explain people like what we do and why we are good at it. And that being said, we offer you a chance to captivate your audience the fun way.
Do you talk about graphics anywhere?
Yep. Now,
okay, but how did these transition? How does the dark and white transition? Does it like kind of fade into each other?
Actually, the black will fade out and the white will fade in. So
okay.
Yes, if you look at the Madam T site we had on what is that?
Netlify?
Not Netlify. Basically, I have to this one. So if you look at this, the way it changes the. Okay, why is it not changing to black? Yeah, there we go. If you look at
I like
this,
that color black though. See, like, can we try that? I like that gray right there. That kind of black. Like, see how it's gray right there? It's black or gray.
This is the same color as this one. It's the same color.
Oh, it is? Oh, yeah. Okay, I like that. Yeah, I like that a lot. I love that gray color. Okay, cool.
And also, this is not completely white, but this has a tint of cream to it. It's
perfect. That's perfect.
White tint. Yep.
That's perfect. Did you look up the design rules on that or something?
Yep.
Because so, I wouldn't tell me when I asked him. I was like, "So what do you mean white on black? Then what colors do you use?" And he didn't tell me. So is that what did you learn about white on black? By the way, like, are you supposed to use black on black on white then instead?
You are supposed to use white on black because that's the basic rule, right? More the contrast, more the visibility of the text. So white and black is like perfect combination. Like whatever bikes or cars you take, if it's a black body, you're gonna you're gonna find white accents on it, which is gonna give that character to it. So that's
Yeah,
the main
definitely.
difference. Yep. And then enter the 3D section. So basic one-liner about 3D, we take extreme care to carve your digital identity and shape it for the spotlight that you deserve. And then it's like what we do with 3D stuff and the computer animation that we had that Sean did, it's gonna play over here and it's gonna be pretty fun over here. And there's a few very basic vector arts, nothing much. And this world over here is just a placeholder. So it's gonna be like, basically it's gonna look like a world, but without all of the stuff over here, it's gonna be the same flora of this. So what it's gonna same thing. It's gonna symbolize growth again. So as you scroll over here, the world just blooms all over. So that kind of gives a feeling of, it's like the pattern kind of repeats over here. So human mind is made such that it's going to recognize patterns and it's going to recognize the pattern over here, and it's more consistent right now. So that was the idea for this. And yeah, is that it? Our only limit is your imagination. So what do you
I
think
love
about
that. I love
this?
that. What's that little world? Can you explain that? Sorry, I'm talking to my mom really quick. I love that little thing, but just explain, if you want me to go through. I'm just gonna be quiet so you can explain everything real quick though. Because I mean, have the guys seen this in depth like this?
Yep. So this word over here is just a placeholder over here. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna check. We are not gonna have these water, these plants, trees. No. It's gonna be a barren land over here. But as you scroll, the same idea as the tree over here. The plants are gonna bloom all over, just like this. The same flora and fauna over here. It's the same thing that's gonna bloom over here too. So that the pattern repeats. Like same thing, right?
Love that.
Human mind is made to recognize patterns, and the same thing's gonna happen over here, and people feel more consistent.
Ooh, so you've been
And-
learning.
Sorry,
You've been learning. You've been doing design
the course you
research.
shared. The course you shared. That's where I got these ideas from.
Is it a good one?
Yep, the Spring Boot, right?
Yeah. What I used to do was I used to just put in my headphones because you can convert any YouTube video to an audio format. You know that, right?
Yep.
So like I would just put in on my iPod and I would just or listen to it out loud when I was working or you know what I mean, to learn stuff, to try to learn as much as I could. Like when I was in EMT school, I would just put in my headphones and learn my EMT school, learn about my class and shit while I was doing other shit. You know what I mean? That was a good way for me to study. So I know you love listening to Spotify and stuff. So when you design, I think you should listen to Spotify and music. But when you're just kind of maybe hanging out, I don't know, I would try to listen to some audio stuff on the design, on design, you know what I mean? Because that's also one thing, T, is people need to realize we're educated and you guys are educated, but we didn't go to school for, does it make any sense? We are self-taught.
Yep.
You know what I mean? So that being said too, it's everyone's learning again, and that's not a bad thing at all. It's just that it does give us a disadvantage in a way. You know what I mean? The fact that we are self-taught, but we are fast learners, So, and once the site gets on, hey T, once the site's up, there will be leisure time. You know what I mean? You'll be able to hang out and chill. It's just, we need the site up though. You know what I mean? Because once the site's up, then we can start marketing and all that other shit.
Yep.
Okay. So now let's say that someone wants to know about graphics or okay. Wait, keep scrolling down. I don't know. I don't like the pattern. I think that we should do something that's too much. I don't like the pattern, the gray pattern. No. I'm thinking something can you look up let's look up black backgrounds, black gradient backgrounds, or just maybe on Free Pick or something. Oh, that's cool. Internet Explorer. Ugh.
Not Internet Explorer, it's Brave.
Brave's cool. Brave's encrypted. Okay, let's see. No, there was that one that we had that was so badass at one time on Ivanto Elements. I should just fucking
Hive pattern.
anytime it comes to background images, we'll get I'm gonna get a subscription for us. Just get it off there, okay? You know what I mean? That's different. It's just a background. I'm talking
Viewfinder,
the
right?
No, not those, not the honeycombs. I'm talking the see if I can find it. Fuck, not the honeycombs. It's just put in black gradient. Try that. Background, black gradient background, black gradient background. Is this Ivanto?
Yep.
Okay, let's see. I want something smoother. I'm thinking, you know what I mean? Like, cause this is why I'm thinking that, because if you look at the design, see the design how intense it is already. Like, if you go back to it real quick. Let me see it. The one that you have there. See all that shit going on there in the background.
Yep.
I feel like if you put a pattern underneath that, it's gonna like be distracted. Does that make any sense? You don't think so?
Yeah,
Or-
I think we can just leave it simple like this. It's pretty bare bone and it's pretty simple.
I know. I think maybe we should at least lighten it up a little bit, or I don't know. It just looks very almost maybe the how do you pronounce the word opusency? The opusency. You know what I mean? Like to like lower that to make it more see through, or something. Like it's very like thick. I don't know how to explain it.
Opacity.
It looks very. Yeah, maybe like are you allowed to try different colors right now or something?
Opacity
Maybe we
of
should
which
change it.
one?
Yeah, just this one right here. Like, see the dark gray at the bottom? I think it's too dark. Maybe like maybe even like a like a. Oh, do we have a toggle switch, by the way,
But
for
then
white and dark mode?
how would we make use of a toggle switch though? Because we have both combinations of white and black, right? But if we
Oh, yeah,
get the
that's true.
toggle switch, yeah.
Okay, well, what about for are we making a progressive web app or?
This is not going to be a progressive web app because this doesn't have a backend, right? It's
No, I'm
just-
saying like, are we gonna have our mobile version? It's gonna be hopefully. I mean, if we say we make progressive web apps, I hope that we're gonna have a really optimized mobile site. I would think it would be like a progressive web app, right? Or like a not progressive web app, but it's gonna be like very like because like okay, for instance, if you go to the awards on your phone, and that's not like an app. If you go to the awards, they have a toggle switch for on and off, and like you can just tell it's or like Twitter, for instance. I don't know how to explain it. Like I just don't want it to be. If you go on our madmp.com right now on my cell phone, it's not optimized to fit mobile as much as I would want it to be. You know what I mean? Like I can still like scroll to the left and there's space there. Like if you go like on the I've noticed though that the web apps are freaking amazing though. Have you seen like how advanced they are? Like it feels so smooth and just like perfect. It fits the phone perfectly. IPWA, you know what I mean? Whoever said see the top and the bottom, see the difference? There's something going on that's like I'm thinking that maybe it's too dark at the bottom. I don't know how to explain it. Maybe like a light purple or something at the bottom, just kind of change it up a little bit, or like you know what I mean, just like a
Yes,
bright color there.
This both of this.
I would no, just at the way bottom. I would put like a bright color at the bottom, probably like or not like a bright, like a I don't know, like just I don't know. It would look nice to have because there's so much black and white, and then just to have like it'd be nice to have like a different color at the bottom, like or no, that's too gray. I mean like to pop like a bright color, like a bright one, like a purple or pink or something. I would go pinker. No, go pinker, like pink. It's too pink. Probably purplish, maybe like a gradient. Like a gradient would be nice there. You know what I mean? Like a pop. Explain it. No. It's too dark. Like you know, like the sites that are like yeah, maybe something like that, but maybe not gradient then, because I don't like the dark. Yeah, something like that. Exactly. Like smooth. Like you know what I mean? Let's see. Scroll out. See how that does? How it looks good. Okay, scroll all the way out. See, it's refreshing, kind of. See at the bottom to have like you know what I mean? Boom.
This matches the pattern of the button over here. So
That's fine. It looks good.
No, that's the reason it looks good because there's a pattern over there.
Okay, so because there's a pattern.
Yep, and it looks good, dude. It looks good.
See, but you can't layer patterns on top of patterns, though, right?
No, you can because that gives it a more consistent feel, and it just adds something to it which I can't explain.
It looks
I
good,
don't
though, huh?
It looks pretty good.
So you think we should keep it like that?
Yeah, sure.
I think we should too. Maybe even try the top one too. Maybe yeah.
No, that probably not because I
Let's
think
just see. Just
yeah,
see.
okay.
Maybe
Yep.
different. Maybe like not as like purpley. Maybe like or like let me see. Actually, it doesn't look well. No, scroll down. Yeah, let's see. Okay, scroll out. Yeah, you're right because
The reason it looks good is because it's unique and it's only there over there. So that's the reason it looks good just over here.
purple looks perfect at the bottom. I love that. You know what I mean?
I completely like it.
Okay, cool. Oh yeah, are we gonna have like a chat box for people to like inquire, like so they can chat with us?
Yep. We need Roshan to build one, and it's gonna be always on the bottom right somewhere over here. So you see this question mark over here for Figma, right? Something like that. hey,
Like where it's gonna be always showing, right? Like it's gonna be like when you scroll on the desktop, it's gonna always be showing.
it's always gonna be on the bottom right.
What do you mean bottom right though? So like if you're at the top of the website, you can't see it though, right?
No, bottom right in the sense bottom right of your screen. So
Okay, like hovering above everything, right?
no, yes, that's correct. It's just gonna stay over there. It's not gonna move when you
Okay.
scroll.
Okay, what's our menu look like? Okay, yeah. Oh yeah. Now tell me about like so graphics. So tell me now about the other thing. Oh yeah, we have a blog, right? Where's the blog?
We just have one.
We cannot. Okay, T. We should not list our services. That's what we've already done on the first page. Like it looks cheap.
My bad. It's
You think we should have services? I don't think so.
So what happens is that is still under progress, but I think for launch, I think
our mural of our emojis, right? Together.
yep. So dude, I think you'll have
Can I
to.
see what it looks like so far?
So far, I just have this much.
I know you came up with an idea. I've seen it before already. I know I did.
I have this much.
That's pretty cool. I like that.
But still, a lot of work needs to be done. Dude. That's for sure. This is just
I don't like. I think that the what if. I think that's okay. I'm just like so basic. You know what I mean? I like everything to be. It's like, oh my god, it's left Arial. Like it's left. It's left Roboto. What are we gonna do? Like you know what I mean? San Francisco. But yeah, I think that looks good. I just think it's I think it actually looks really good. That's really creative. Actually, I really like that. But it's really light.
Dude,
I explain it.
It's just that I put in whatever came in my mind. I still have a lot of work to do on this.
I love that. Alex, come on, guys. Look at my face. You're funny, dude. You crack me up. Hey, that one of Sean looks hella good, huh? Did you see the one of Sean?
Dude, Sean looks perfect, but Ashwin, I don't think it looks like Ashwin though.
I couldn't tell Ashwin's face though. I couldn't. And his face is just like I couldn't get it right. Why am I so blown up though? And you guys are so tiny. I don't like that.
No, what I'm gonna do over here is like we have all of our images, right? So what if we are we gonna put in our team members' names and their images over here?
Absolutely, we're gonna put their role too. Yeah.
So do you want me to put the vector images of people or actual images? Vector kind of
sounds good. I think so too. Yeah, I think so too. I think that when it comes to being professional, like on our Zoom meetings, we should actually use like which we need to make sure everyone gets professional shots, or like not professional shots, but we need to make sure because they did a study, like when we're talking, and I want to set up because you don't record to make it like, so if I'm talking right now, it should switch to my face. Does that make any sense? Do you have it set up like that?
I didn't get you.
Like on Zoom, you can decide how you want the camera to do things. So like right now as the host, you can decide how like when I'm like, I've noticed that like when in our meetings, when you record them, like if I'm talking right now, it doesn't switch to my face or anything. It just stays on one thing. Does it make any sense? Like it's supposed to switch. Like when you start talking, it's supposed to switch to your face, like a picture of your face. And then when I start talking, it's supposed to switch to a picture of my face. What setting are you on right now?
I think that is a default setting on Zoom. Like whoever starts talking, it's gonna switch to their picture.
Okay, so it has been doing that. Okay, my point is like if we all have like the same size, it just looks good when we start talking. Doesn't make any sense when we start talking with the client. It's gonna look good how it represents us because it's clean. You know what I mean?
Yep.
It looks good. So that's what I'm trying to say, but I don't know how to even go about that with like as far as the headshots because how do I get? I mean, you guys, I don't know what to do about that because what the fuck do we do about that? I don't know. Like as for Zoom and stuff, I think that we'll figure that out, I guess, you know, but best thing to do is be like take a selfie, I guess, and one of us can Photoshop it or I don't know, you know?
Yep.
Like I can Photoshop the background like of that picture of you right now if I wanted to, and I can make you like in like a button up. You know what I mean? Because I think that we need to have button ups like we need to look professional, like including me. I'm gonna probably have like my little button up too or something, you know, like we have to dress, we have to look even though we're not gonna be wearing that when we're at work, you know, like but if we have a meeting or something, we should throw on not like a t-shirt, but like not even like not like a fancy thing, but just like a button up, maybe just look business casual, you know what I mean?
Yep.
Clean. It's just a good way to represent ourselves. So no t-shirts, something like that. Now when we start working, we can wear pajama pants. Doesn't matter. That's the best thing about working as web developers, you know. But as far as like meetings, but to be honest with you guys though, I think that when it comes to meetings, I think that I'm gonna probably be having, you guys don't have to talk, like have you figured out what we should do with that yet? Because like as far as clients go, because I don't think that we should have done it like how it was in the beginning, like bad as talking to you guys like that and stuff, you know? I don't know. I'm just saying, like, I think when we get a client, I think it should be the project manager and probably like a client relations manager or something, right?
Dude, I think there needs to be a guy between us and the client, dude, because the clients directly talking to developers is just getting hectic.
It's stressful.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's stressful. I doubt that he would talk to those developers like that. You know what I mean? The other ones. So
Yeah.
we're not going to do that anymore. So what's going to happen is when we get a consultation, now let's see that we get a consultation. Is it going to go to my, I'm glad that we got Google Workspace. That makes a huge difference for our emails, huh?
Yep.
Yeah. So is it going to go to my, like, have we decided if we're going to use like a central hub? Like, where do the chats go to? Like, where does, like, we need to get a business phone number. I keep forgetting about that, but we need a business. Can you Google right now? Okay. Business phone number that you can use multiple people. Does it make any sense? So like I was thinking of doing this, like when someone calls us, they can hit like 1 for graphics, or like they can even hit 1 for who they want to talk to, or like, does it make any sense? So like I put like in a business phone app with multiple users, or like, yeah, right there. That's what I keep hearing about. Nextiva. And I'm gonna set up a virtual mailbox too in here in California, like probably Palm Springs somewhere, like a virtual mailbox. That's not bad. Okay, but what is per month per
Yeah,
user?
per month, per user.
Okay, I don't understand what that. Okay, go over to the left. We don't need professional yet, do we? Okay, what's Ring Central? Yeah, we need a business phone
It's
to where.
Operated per month. 19.
How many for unlimited users?
I don't think so. It should.
Because think about it, we don't even need like a phone. Like, I mean, like, are people even gonna be calling us? And if they do, it's like, I mean, they will be calling to inquire for us. So like, it should ring to, obviously, you know, someone's phone who's prepared to like be professional at any moment. Not, oh, hey, I'm running in groceries real quick. Can I call you back? Kind of thing, you know?
Yeah.
Which they even have call services. They even have call centers like that will answer the calls for you at all times of the day and then just relay the message to you for you to call them back. Can you put in answering service real quick, please? I'm putting like business answering service. That way we can get like a little secretary kind of thing, business, which we need a secretary, by the way. We have to get one, someone who can help us with this shit, like organize it. Okay,
It's
go over.
again,
I can't see.
the same thing.
Wait, go over to the left. I can't see. Answering service. See, it's having a live person always to answer business calls and route calls. Does it make any sense? So like they can just route the calls to like our phones or like, you know?
Yep.
What do you think about that? No? I think it'd be good to have an answering service 24/7, you know? Just it looks professional. But we do need a phone number, that's for sure. But like we need a phone number to where it's gonna be like it's gonna jeez.
What the?
Screw that.
No, dude. I mean, what are these companies thinking of themselves?
I don't know. They probably make that though, you know, they probably make money like that. I have to understand that they're pricing for value though. So there's probably companies that are making millions of dollars that use these things, you know?
Dude, that's what the heck? It's $1.95 per minute.
I'll have my mom answer then. Fuck. That's crazy.
Yeah.
I'll have a friend answer, like, you know what I mean? We'll figure it out. Like I think that honestly, okay, so look, if it's past hours and it's so technically it won't be past hours because if I'm asleep or if I'm like you guys are awake and vice versa. So it's like I don't know how that works, but I think that honestly we should just follow what other companies do that have it right. So if other companies have like when you call them, I just wonder what it sounds like or looks like, or what are your thoughts on like as far as content? So yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. So like if someone like chats, where does it go? In the cake?
In cake, it stays in cake, dude. But in the site, so if we want the chat option to be built pretty quick, then we'll have to rely on these third-party plugins, which is gonna indirectly send a message to our WhatsApp phone numbers. That is possible. Or if we're gonna be using custom-built chat bots, then it's gonna be sent to the database, and that's where we need to.
It sounds like complicated.
It sounds pretty complicated.
Rose said they hear that it's not that hard. I don't know. I mean, I think that even having like, see, like that form thing that we did for like, that would be cool if we had something like that for the clients. That's what I'm thinking is like, say if you want to get a head start, you can fill this out, or like, you know what I mean? And then they can submit it online or something, maybe, or like, and then maybe that is tacky. I don't know. Like, I think it's better if, what do you think? Go ahead.
I think we shouldn't have too many forms because we already have one over here for the contact us, which already has a
Okay.
bunch of questions. So if we just try to put in another form, they'll be like, what are
I thought we were getting rid of the questions. Let me see. What's it look like when you go through it? Go ahead, click
Yeah,
it.
so the updated one after you suggested right now, it's going to be the same thing, name, email, let's go. And then it's going to ask you, okay, so what do you need help with? It's either one
Exactly. Yeah. What do you need help with? Yep. Exactly. And then
Yep.
it gets them going,
get
and then
that.
that's when, and then it
That's when
says,
they get the
are you
question.
ready? Yeah, and then it says, are you ready to take the dive or something like that? And then to contact us, and like, are you
Yep.
ready to
Yep.
commit? Are you ready
Oh,
to
yeah.
commit or something?
Let's
Yeah.
get to know your requirements. If you have more time and I need help with, click one of the button. And then you get to the questions. And once you fill out finishing the questions, you hit the finish. And then you get this, you know what, let's do a free consultation. The client is going to be like, absolutely, hit that. He's going to get the consultation. He's going to fill out the consultation form and hit let's start, done.
Perfect. It looks great. I love it. That looks really good. Okay, now as far as the project management app, I mean, like, Asana is cool. I feel like there's some people aren't using Asana though.
Dude,
I feel like
Asana
we
is
should make-
pretty simple. This is what I do. This is what I do. So I filled it
I
out
think-
for 26 and 29. I
more basic, like I'm talking like Word, like even like on our Google Drive, it comes with what do you call it, like Google Sheets and stuff, because we only have 5 people on the team. It's not like, you know what I mean? I'm thinking it's just really small, so it's like I'm thinking like even like a, what do you call it, like the Google spreadsheets or whatever it's called.
Dude, Google
Google-
Spreadsheets is really hard to manage. I'm telling you, it's just like Microsoft Excel, and it's way too hard. It's gonna be see, you like good UIs, but spreadsheet is really bad, and it's gonna look really cluttered, and it's completely box. It's like tables. So
Yeah, I know. Okay, so super basic PM tool. I just want something really, really basic. Like, okay, did you do this? I mean, is that Asana? Is Asana basic
Yeah,
like
this
that?
is Asana. Asana is pretty simple, dude. Other than I think instead of using the Google Forms itself, you can just put a reminder daily to these guys telling that just fill it out. Just put in your work journal. Instead of sending a link and them going through the link and filling out each and every single question, just hit the add task button, put in the date over there, type what you've did over here, and
Yeah, I don't
fill it
understand
out.
how this works though. See, I don't understand. Can you explain it to me? Because like I'm confused. So like, can you explain to me how it works?
So this is what I told the guys. So you have your work journal on the left part over here. So this is your small folder. The folder's name is work journals, and I hit that, and you're gonna get individual tasks. So, but instead of using individual tasks, if you hit the arrow icon over here, you can add sections. So I can add a section.
Wait, who's we? Like me, I can do it, or the guys can?
Sorry.
Wait, who are you talking about? Whose perspective are you doing this by? Are you doing it by the guy's perspective or by
This
my
is
perspective?
guy's perspective.
Oh, okay.
Yep. So you hit the add section button. You can add a new section, and I can call it Alex Work Journal. And once you hit that, you'll be able to add in subtasks within this, like what you've done. So what you
Okay,
can
good, I
do
need
for
that.
that is, so what you can do for that is put in that particular date. For example, today's date is 30/10/2021. I hit enter, and you can see the details over here, right? You hit that, you can type in all the stuff that you've done today, everything. And then once you've done that, once it's the end of the day, there can be one guy which reviews everyone's journal. So after reviewing, all you do is you hit the tick icon over here. That's it. It's been reviewed. It's gonna
Okay, but
say,
what are the questions that have already been asked? Or did they just write a paragraph of like what they did?
I didn't get you. I didn't get you at the part.
Like how do they fill out the work journal? Are there pre-questions like how I did like on Google?
No,
or are they?
you'll have to. I think we'll have to follow a specific format. So in that specific format, it has to be typed out in the same format over here. For example, yesterday you sent a link, right? It was what time you worked hours, what did you do, what were your blockers and stuff like that. We can have a specific format for everyone to follow that. So it has
And then
to,
like feedback.
yeah,
And like
Yep.
if they're gonna be absent or anything.
Yep. And we need to put a note somewhere over here saying this is the format you need to follow every time you update your work journal. So we follow that, we type everything out over here, hit comment. And what you do is at the end of the day, there should be this one guy who reviews everyone's work. So once you've done reviewing it, if you're completely fine with it, you hit the tick icon over
Yeah,
here.
how do I review it? Like so I just go through like that. Okay, so is there standalone software for Asana?
I think you can download it on your PC. Let me try.
Because I was gonna say I want everyone to have this shit up at all times. You know what I mean? Because I don't want
Yeah.
like to send a message
Download.
on. Yeah, can you go and download that and maybe send the link for everyone to download that, because I just don't want to have to like I just don't feel safe sending it to Asana because I feel like you guys aren't gonna get it or something. Does that make any sense?
Yep.
So like I want to make sure that you guys are gonna get it. Because I mean, yeah, that's what's important to me. So yeah, maybe you can send that link to everybody and just be like,
Yeah, we have a mobile app also, dude. You can get it on
I know
your
I'm on the mobile. That's what I've been using, the mobile app. I like it. Man, Asana's pretty cool, man. Like
Hello? Alex, you're muted.
I don't like the fact you can't like video chat in there and stuff, you know?
Dude, you got muted. I couldn't hear you.
I'm saying like in Asana, I wish that you could video chat and stuff.
Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you. I can hear you.
All right.
Yeah, I can share the link to the guys and I can ask them to download it. So yeah, I think for work journal, Asana is pretty good. Dude. At the end of the day, you can just come over here and review everyone's work. Hit the tick icon if you're fine with it. Or you can add a comment over here.
I'm like, you guys suck. I'm gonna kill you. Like, I'm gonna kill. Man, I was so pissed, dude. I was livid. I was just like, I just told him yesterday how serious it was. You know, I was like, fuck. I get it though. I mean, it's just, I just know that you have, you know what I mean? Like someone has to be, even Jordy told me, he's like, Alex, don't, because I feel bad sometimes. He's like, you have to understand sometimes he's like, the manager has to be the bad guy or like the owner, you know what I mean? You have to be like the bad guy and sometimes, not bad guy, but like.
No, that's
the,
true. That's completely agreeable because there has to be one guy who's, who's behind everyone's back.
Yeah, exactly. And then like, so it's kind of my job to be like, I mean, I can't like you guys are my friends, but at the same time, I can't really be like we can be friends outside of it, but like at work, I can't really be your best friend.
Friendship is different and company is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just because I can't, you guys, and believe me, I get pissed, and I know that you guys hold back a lot. You know, thank God, dude. That's good because it's just like, but that's good. But you guys, I hope you guys understand that I'm doing it not to be mean or try to pick on you guys. I'm trying to do it so you guys are gonna be aware. You know what I mean? And I feel like, I mean, fuck, I'm mean too, and you guys still fucking do it. Imagine if I were nice, you guys would walk all over me, man. I don't even know. Like, I even said that I was like, I'm mean, and you guys still fuck up. Like, I mean, imagine if I were nice, like, you guys would be like, okay, well, of course I did. I'd be like, oh, it's okay, guys, don't worry, it's fine. I understand. Fucking a week without working, that's fine. I get it. You know what I mean? I'm like, no, it doesn't work like that. You know, like, I mean, sometimes I can be kind of mean, but like, you know that, right? Like when I'm talking, I'm doing it because I'm like, it's because I'm like, I'm not doing it just to be an asshole, right? You know that, right?
I get that. I understand the part of it.
Like, you don't think I'm just like getting up and I'm like, I'm gonna go pick on the team today. Like, no, it doesn't. You know what I mean? Like, I have reasons behind it. You know, it's just like, I don't know. I mean, do you not feel that way, or like, just what? How do you feel about it?
Did
I mean, like nothing's been getting done, T. Like if you put yourself in my position, okay? I said how serious I was about the work journal. I said I'm so serious about you guys doing it, and then the next day I wake up and no one has anything done. Like when you flip out, not only that, but I'm like looking at the progress of everything, and we haven't done anything. Like really, you know, not much at least. At least I thought so. But how am I supposed to know if no one updates me? You know what I mean? And then not only that, but my friend Justin went in, he picked apart like the whole client thing and saw like we fucked up on that bad too. You know what I mean? So it's like you have to see where I'm coming from here. You know what I mean? Like. You have to, like, I mean, do you not see at all like where I'm coming from? Like,
dude, I can understand.
You're holding back from saying something. Just say it. What? I'm not going to be mad at you. Just say it.
No. I just wanted to say I can understand because even I think that there has to be someone who's behind everyone's back, constantly reminding them. I mean, it's not their job to remind them constantly, but there still has to be one guy who's constantly behind everyone's back, dude. That's true.
There has to be someone who's going to be mean. You know what I mean? Because I'm telling you, like, if I'm not like, if I mean, I don't think the guy's like, I don't want the guys to be like afraid of me. I remember Sean for a while thought I was gonna fire him like every day, and I'm like, because he was like scared of me. I was like, Sean, I'm not gonna fucking fire. You know what I mean? I'm like, I'm not that bad. I'm like, I may say things. I'm like, but I'm like, it's not. I'm not as angry as I come out. You know what I mean? Or like, I'm just saying it because I talk aggressively or passionately. You know? And he got used to me and stuff. But my point being that like you can't have your them fear you, but you can't. You also have to find a fine line between like, you know that like you can't do certain things because you can't be walked all over. You know what I mean? Does it make any sense?
Yep.
And sometimes I feel like I get walked over because I'm not able to be there all the time. You know what I mean? Because I'm not able to be there all the time, and I work all the time, and I'm fucking tired. So it's like I feel like you guys use that kind of to your advantage, like, you know, and like slip through the cracks or whatever. But I get it. Stuff. It's just I don't know what I'm trying to say. I just feel like I mean we both know like that like I know that Sean admitted it, Tom admitted it, that they weren't even working really. You know what I mean? Like Tom admitted yesterday that he. I mean, did you see what Tom did for a whole week's worth of work?
Yeah.
Yeah. Are we recording right now? Anyways, moving on. My point being, like, I don't know. That's what I have to say about it. Like when I see that kind of stuff, like, and I'm not. But listen, when I say this stuff about you guys, it's not like it's because I know that you guys can give me more than that. Does it make any sense? Like I know that, like, if I thought that's all you guys could do, I'd be like, I would expect that. But I know that you guys can do. You guys are not putting 100% into it. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you guys, like, that's what I'm trying to say. Do you even say like you feel like you're slacking too?
I'll be honest, Dave, because I think I've been slacking around at least lately because I don't know. Sometimes I just don't feel like working. I just lack of. For example, 26th, I updated my journal. 27th, you asked us to take an off. But 28th, what I did, I even took an off on 28th. So that was my bad. That's where
You didn't mess up. Just tell me. You know what I mean? Just tell me. But it's pretty sad that if you're not there one day, no one shows up.
Yep.
And it's not just that, but it's like does no one like not enjoy like what we're doing? Like I don't, and like what they're supposed to be doing is really not that hard. You know what I mean? It's not like it's like I'm giving you guys like these crazy like when I mean I'll say it over and over. I don't care. Like I'll keep repeating myself. Like I worked when I went to college, and I'd have to work 8-hour shifts when I got off of college. You know what I mean? Like 8-hour shifts, like every fucking day. Like, you know. It's not what I'm asking you guys. Like I'm not asking you guys to do that. And once we get a client, it's gonna be like the amount of money that you make, like it versus like I don't know. I'm just saying, like if you guys don't, I feel like you guys must not feel like there's opportunities or like, because like I would be driven. You know what I mean? Like if I knew that like so much good could come out of this, I would be driven every fucking day. I would be like every day. I'd be like, let's striving constantly because like I would always like want to. Does it make any sense? Just like at least before like my fuck up days, like I loved thriving off the fact that like more good things were to come, the more I would put in more work I'd put into it. Does it make any sense? Yeah. Like I love that. I love the whole grinding and like the hustling and like the being exhausted, and like I liked that though. Like it made me, because when I didn't do anything, I felt like I was going crazy. Like I remember I had one day off one time, like, and had nothing to do, and I was just like, what do I do? You know what I mean? I was like, what do I do? I was so bored with myself. I felt depressed. Like, you know, I was like, what do I do? And like, you know, and I guess that's what I'm trying to tell you. It's just because like you don't see anything beneficial coming out of this. You guys, that's what I'm trying to think. I mean, how do you not see like so many opportunities from this? Like
that's the whole thing. Like as soon as I get back from my college, the only reason for me to come and sit over here and start trying out something for Madam T is because this is a really good opportunity for me. So that's the main
not
reason.
just yeah, well, not just you. When I talk about, I'm not really talking about you. You know what I mean? When I talk about us, like I'm talking about everyone else, really. Not really you. Or Rosh. Rosh is kind of like slacking too sometimes, but not really. You know what I mean? You and Rosh are like solid. Now that leaves me with, can you turn off record real quick? So we need to talk about that. So I need to talk with you about this. Who is our team?
You want me to stop recording?
Yes, stop recording, please.